Finding a decent monitor that doesn't cost a small fortune is usually a headache, but this little 22-inch screen from Sceptre manages to sidestep most of the usual pitfalls. Right out of the box, the first thing that hits you is how surprisingly light it is. It's not going to win any awards for premium materials, but the brushed black finish gives it a clean, professional look that fits right into a home office or a dorm room without screaming for attention. Setting it up is about as straightforward as it gets. You've got two HDMI ports and a VGA input, which is honestly a nice touch because it means you can keep a console and a PC plugged in at the same time without constantly reaching behind the screen to swap cables. That 75 Hz refresh rate is the real star here. It's a subtle bump over the standard 60 Hz panels most people are used to, and while it's not going to turn this into a high-end competitive gaming rig, it makes everything from scrolling through web pages to casual gaming feel just a bit smoother and more responsive. The 1080p resolution on a 22-inch panel is actually a sweet spot for pixel density. Everything looks sharp, and you don't get that jagged, stretched-out look you sometimes see on larger budget monitors. Now, the colors are decent enough for everyday tasks, but don't expect professional-grade color accuracy for photo editing. It's a glossy screen, which makes the colors pop, but it also means you'll want to be careful about where you place it in relation to a window, or you'll be dealing with some annoying reflections. Then there are the built-in speakers. Look, they're there, and they work for basic system sounds or a quick video, but they aren't going to replace a dedicated soundbar or a decent pair of headphones. They sound a bit thin, which is pretty much what you'd expect from speakers tucked into such a slim frame. It's fully compatible with Windows 10, so you won't have to mess around with drivers or weird settings to get it running at the right resolution. One thing to keep in mind is the stand. It's functional, but it doesn't offer much in the way of height adjustment or tilt flexibility, so you might find yourself propping it up on a few books if you want it at eye level. It's a no-frills, honest piece of hardware that does exactly what it says on the box. If you need a reliable, sharp display for work or light entertainment, and you aren't looking to break the bank, this thing is a solid contender that gets the job done without any unnecessary drama. It's not trying to be the flashiest monitor on the market, but for the price, it's hard to argue with the value it brings to a desk.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.